This movie tells a story about Henry Page, a high school senior who is also the editor-in-chief for the school newspaper. His life is shaken up when a crush develops for Grace Town. Grace used to be a track star and dated the star quarterback on the football team before a horrible car accident killed him and left her permanently injured. Her detachment from the rest of the school newspaper attracts Henry to uncover more of her history. As expected, there are some bumps in the road. Grace is confused if she's capable of loving anyone again, and Henry is crazy about her, but is constantly stuck in the friend zone trying to claw his way in. This movie is your classic tale of a broken girl desperately trying to find peace and alleviate herself of a troubled past. It starts with mediocrity as the first 30 minutes feel like a family movie. The movie then tries to suddenly jerk into darker territory before usually pulling back into a somewhat standard teen romance, and that in turn leads down a hole of slimy teenage cliches. The film has some deep and tender moments among the two main leads, but too often is littered with cheap and borderline laughable dialogue to truly resonate. There is also a case to be made that we are seeing this movie from the wrong character perspective, as Grace is a far more layered and intriguing character than Henry. The plethora of supporting characters gets shafted as well. Henry has a sister that literally has no character other than spouting scientific jargon about the chemical reactions from love. He also has parents that have had a perfect relationship since their own days in high school that is meant to be a juxtaposition to the messiness he is experiencing with Grace, except there's not enough screen time for that to materialize into anything meaningful. There's a fair share of nods to Romeo and Juliet, and the film touches on serious subjects like suicide and depression, but ultimately this movie cannot overcome the lack of charm that exists between the two leads. They both don't have it. There is no spark, no fireworks, it's just bland. And then there's the third act, which is just a complete failure narratively from a structural standpoint, piling on drama previously tucked away following what could have led to a satisfying conclusion. Overall, this movie is a miss.